Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Keo. Today, I want to talk about Deep Audio from Hit and Mix. They reached out to me and they said, I know you do remixes and you do some production. We have a software that we'd like you to check out. Let us know what you think about it. So I was like, sure, let me know. This is the second time I've made this video. I actually made it a couple weeks ago, and they sent me a new update for the program, and I was like, okay, I need to redo this thing. I'll put it like this. Before you even watch the rest of this video, 4.5 out of 5. I love this software. The software is phenomenal. But they added new features, and they fixed some stuff for the software to make encoding a little faster. So I was like, you know what? Let me redo some of my tests, and it kind of just expanded and it took longer and longer, but I'm making the video now. All right. I have a review on my website, djkeo.ca. I have a website. If you don't know about that, I post articles and stuff up there, but I had the written review on the website. And so I'm going to do the video review now. What is the software? Who's it for? What does it do? Deep Audio is software that's designed to manipulate audio. That's the best way to describe it. If you have virtual DJ or algorithm DJ, both DJ, they have a minor version of exactly what I'm talking about. They've gotten into the market for manipulating audio, but this takes it a step further. For one reason, I think that it's more important to use this software versus the DJ software is that you can only do this stuff in the actual DJ software, but you can't export it, or you're not supposed to export it. This is designed to export the audio and have a little bit more control over it. Virtual DJ, algorithm DJ has an AI type thing in here to create stems on the fly. And stems was from native instruments. I don't want to get native instruments and stems thing. That's too long of an argument. But the gist of it is virtual DJ and algorithm DJ allows you to separate parts of a song on the fly. And it does it pretty good. The issue here that makes the Deep Audio better is that you have more control over it. The point of the software is complete manipulation over the audio. To that point, it excels. It does a phenomenal job. I know it sounds crazy because they didn't pay me to say this stuff. I'm just telling you, it does a really good job. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna have a link in the comment section. Download it for yourself and check it out yourself. All right, moving on. So who's it for? I think that primarily this is for producers and DJs and people like me who do remixes and make our own edits for songs. If you do a lot of DJing, there's a lot of songs that don't have intros, or there's a verse that's too long, or just you could just fix the song a little bit better so it's better to mix in a party or this kind of thing. And I do that all the time on my end, but I have to work around the limitations of, I don't have the masters to these songs. And so if I want to add my drums, I have to add my drums on top of the thing that's already there. Now, I can probably work around it with virtual DJ and do it live, but I would prefer to actually have the song fully done and mixed correctly and work on that in a party. It's just extra stuff you want to deal with. The software is robust. It's fairly easy to use. I commend them for at least making this thing as easy for novices and people who use a lot of technical stuff, making it easy for them to get this thing done. So how does it work? Drag and drop. Literally take the file you want, drag it in there. A dialog box is going to pop up and ask you, do you want to take out the vocals? You want to create stems? You want to separate all the tracks? Do you want to import it directly into the software? You have a lot of options right out the gate, which I liked, and everything's clearly labeled. So, that's also helpful. But the thing about it is, when people make claims about this thing can be run by AI, or we're working heavily to fine tune it, we're going to keep doing updates. I hear stuff like that. I'm like, okay. From the time that I've got my demo thing and they asked me to take a look at it versus the time that I'm recording this thing, I think we've gotten, 4 updates. And there's substantial updates. It wasn't just a tiny update where it was like, I don't see any noticeable change. Encoding became faster, added more features. Over the time, I had this only for a couple weeks, just doing the edits and working on it. I'm like, wow, you keep improving the software. So I'm digressing, but kudos to them for continuing to, coming from Native Instruments, I'm just saying, kudos to them for continuing to make edits and updating the software. All right, $1 million question. Is it worth it? Depends. I think that's a cop-out answer. Is it worth it? Yes. Yes, absolutely is worth it. If you're a DJ, you do editing or you do any kind of production, any kind of music production, you need software like this in your tool belt. I can't count the amount of times that I had a sample. I'm like, if only I could take out these drums, if only I could take out the singing part and just have that clear part, that would be a great till. Sky's the limit. Literally, sky's the limit. It's almost scary how far technology has gone right now that makes this stuff available to you today. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a genius to do it. It is dummy proof. You have the option to have a quick edit or a longer, more detailed version of this edit, but it is dummy proof. You can't mess this up. You literally can't mess this up. So yes, the answer is yes, it is worth it. Let's talk about hardware requirements. I think this is fairly obvious, but the better computer you have, the better your experience is going to be. This is a fairly power-hungry program. It works, and let me be clear. On a crappy 5-year-old computer, it'll work fine. Absolutely fine. But if you have a newer, faster computer with a graphics card, it'll work better. What's that meme? You could have, okay, I'm digressing here. I had it on a slow computer and I was doing encoding or ripping the file anywhere from 10 minutes to like 50 minutes on a really, really slow old computer. And I wanted to put it on a slow computer just so I could see, what I have to expect if I was going to put it on a crappy laptop or whatever. And I mean, 8 gigs of RAM is minimum, but 16's better. It just goes without saying. Changes, things I would like changed on the software. Overall, I did like the software and it pretty much handled everything I threw at it. I threw different genres. I did Afro beats. I did reggaeton. I threw dance music on there. I did rap music, old and new. I put old songs from like 1990 something. Horrible rip. Talking 128. I mean, obviously it works better with a cleaner thing, but it still worked. It still worked fine. I ran it through the ringer. I did a bunch of different variations of songs. What I would like changed, 2 things. I would like a quick button to just export a quick acapella. Just like drop the song in there, acapella button. Don't have to think twice about it. As well as the ability to make multiple passes. I do one pass acapella, do one pass instrumental, and instruments out, just have the acapella and the drum beat on there. I would have a pass like that as well. So I can do like, go flip samples on there and do a remix like that. But if there was ability to just drop it in and press a button that says acapella or instrumental and acapella, that would be great. Because that's how I would use the software. And I think that's how most DJs who do this kind of stuff would use the software. You know what? It worked as advertised, and I'm actually glad that they reached out to me. This kind of stuff I love passing on to, my viewers because, I have a lot of people who do production and chop samples and this kind of thing. This is perfect for you guys. Anybody who works with this kind of stuff with audio and likes to manipulate these things, this is absolutely perfect for you. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can buy something from my t-shirt shop. That's djkeo.store. Link is in the description. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And peace out, bitches.